to tell you exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, we probably have a little more up there because we also have the other panels on the roof besides, you know, so there's probably a little bit more
I think
up there.
that's what I'm going to do. Why external to the building, so I don't have to
Yeah,
worry about
you can move
Yeah.
them.
holes in the.
You can move them.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, the
I
only
was
thing.
thinking, you know, one thing I could do with it. Of course, my panels don't have to be like this. They can
Right,
be like
because you're in
this.
Hawaii.
Yeah, more along near the equator, not
Yes.
quite, but.
The other thing
So I
is
keep them
that-
like this, and make a big place underneath which I can have some shade for
Mm-hmm.
whatever purpose I
Right.
would use that shade for.
the other thing is this is wooden. He did metal up there and it was way better.
Oh,
Sure.
These have shifted a little bit, and you know we got to redo this. It's going to rot.
Oh,
So he's going to make a steel frame like he did up there for this one when we redo it. So we found a couple extra panels to put on the ground that are just like these. So and when we build a new frame, we're going to have 2 sets of panels. Because you can only, it's the way you configure your charge controller and your batteries. You can't mix panels. You got to have exactly the same panels on each charge controller.
In sequence or whatever.
Yeah. So, and we only have so many of each kind, and every time we go buy some, they never have those anymore. They got a new kind. So they always kind of mess us up like that. So, but we want a little bit more power down here so we can run AC. And you see that AC right there, it takes a lot of power to run that AC. The other thing is if I've got company down here and I'm in the summer kitchen, we can both have an AC at night.
Right.
We can do that, but it's really hard on those batteries.
Yeah, yeah.
So we did it a couple times, but that may be why we have a bad cell. You know, we may have overrun it. So, so we want a little bit more power so everybody can at least be cool at night. So anyway, I bought this. He didn't know I was buying it. I bought it on a Friday, came home on Sunday and said I bought a tiny house. So you don't have to build anything.
Nice.
He wasn't real thrilled with it, but
Where'd you get it?
so it was actually 400 square feet. I got it in West Alabama at Brilliant.
Okay.
You know where Brilliant is? It's
Yeah.
past Haleyville.
Yeah. Tell me you didn't pay $150,000.
Oh Lord, no. It was
You know
about
they're
40.
doing that now.
Yes, they're crazy.
Insane.
This one was 40,
Yeah. Okay.
and it was 400.
That's huge.
Yeah, it was It was the biggest one I could get.
Yep.
Let me show you
Yeah,
why. I got the biggest loft. They had never built one exactly like this, but I needed all my grandkids to be able to fit in that loft.
Yeah.
So I got 7.
Oh, I bet they have a good time up
Oh
there.
God, they love it. They play and play and play. We can't even stand up there, but they can. Because I got a 2-year-old up to a 20-year-old. And the 20-year-old, of course, doesn't go up there, but anyway,
I see the girls down there.
yep. So, yeah, there's my chicken house. Tim said that's the most expensive chicken house I've ever seen. The cutest, because I wanted it cute. He made so much fun of me. I can't believe this is more than my hut cost that he was living in. I'm like, well, that's not my problem. But anyway, it's funny. So they can only do this in 400 square feet, and so I needed it a little bit bigger for classroom space. So they gave me the materials to push the wall out to here. So this was a 16-foot porch.
Oh, okay.
Because they weren't allowed, I don't know what their rules were and all that kind of stuff, but there's some kind of rules
They're slipping under
to
the-
call it an RV and
Right.
that kind of thing. So Tim had to do all this work, and he was really upset because they did not do a great job on building the tiny house. It was way
Not
out.
to his standards.
No, it was way out of square. It still is. He had to put a come along on the porch out there trying to get it straight to be able to build onto it. But, and then see, they didn't even they left all these marks on the, white marks where they were doing the putty and all
Oh
that
yeah, yeah.
stuff.
Just not
And then
caring
we
as
can't-
much as
No, and we can't get it out. And they only did it in this room. The rest of the house doesn't look like that. But anyway, this is my tiny house.
So classes, you're doing classes out here?
Yes, so we do fermenting classes here.
Okay.
And eventually we'll do other things like permaculture and, we may do it up there and down here, both places. We have done it, we have had stuff up there as well. So, and see, I mainly live in my summer kitchen.
Right.
So, anyway, so this was a terraced farm. They did the terracing, I guess, back in the 40s or something, or 50s.
Right.
So this is sitting on one of those terraces, so it's almost level. So it's not too bad. So that's the loft. I got them to do it from here all the way to the end, and nobody else had ever done that. where they were building those.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
I
so
like that as a little kid too.
Yep, there's a king size mattress up there. Plus, there's still room for lots of other people to sleep. You know, and you can stick your head up there if you want. There's no way you're going to be able to even closely stand up there.
Yeah, no.
I can almost because I'm way shorter, but you guys can't. So you can look up in the loft.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep. And so the kids or parents will sleep up there when the kids.
I like the little dormers here that bring in more light.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
It didn't feel like a tiny house.
No, now it's 500 square feet with that room, you know, adding that on. And so it's a little bit bigger than a tiny house, but and it's not as small as some of those real tiny houses that are like my other, you know, the others. And then there's this bedroom right here, so this has 2 bunks in it for a couple kids.
Boom.
Yep. With a little closet under the stairs. You can walk up there.
No way I can get up here.
No.
Yes, I can. It'd be on all
Well,
fours.
you can get on your knees, yeah.
Yeah. I don't
That's
do
cool, though.
knees.
Yeah. I'm not crazy about knees at my age. But the kids love it. They play and play and play up
I
there.
bet they do.
Yeah. And I got them to put this in, which nobody else had really done, because I wanted the storage space.
Yeah.
Because this was really wide, you know. This is like like a wheelchair could actually
They
come
probably
in.
copied your design there. They're just churning them out left and right.
Making money off of your
So I got them to put this in, and so here's my little bathroom. We didn't do the toilet in here, of course, so Tim built that, but my kids, for whatever reason, could not figure out how to use it right. And we got to tear it back out because they made it, you know, bad. But anyway.
Made it bad.
This refrigerator, because we couldn't get the other one like we had up there, because we made sure this space was big enough for the other one, we don't like it. It's this is a NovaCool, and it's a lot smaller and uses a ton of power. Well, why is that not coming open? Oh, he's got it latched. So it's way smaller, and all. of
They
course-
use a ton of power because it's got a third of the insulation is the one you
Yes.
got up there.
So we were going to put a case around it, but all the cold air falls out of it
Right.
and all that kind of stuff. So, and my kids were coming, and there was no way we couldn't do this because we wouldn't. They couldn't have managed with 4 people.
Right.
So the fridge that we bought from Lowe's, or the freezer, is right there, and it'll actually fit there. And I'm probably going to move it there, but I still have to use a stool to get in it. And that's this one.
And this is the one you
Convert it to a refrigerator this
Oh,
time
I'll
instead
see
of the
this.
other way around. So here's his wire, and I don't ask me what all that is and why it's there. It may be the thermostat.
Yeah, it's the thermostat.
So, and it's small and it's great for me. One person, this is fine. And we actually he built me a rack. So he built this rack, this wooden rack in here, and we got a little towel on the bottom, and we got a little rack underneath, so the water, you know, it does drip down there, but I only have to clean it about once a month instead of every week.
So,
Yeah, that's cool.
So this is
what's it plugged into?
AC. Oh, wait a minute. He may have made.
That's
No,
DC.
no, it's right here. It's AC. It's
Okay,
right there.
so it's not converted. It is a refrigerator that's metered by the thermostat. So you're
Yes,
saying
it was a
I want
freezer.
40 degrees instead of 30.
Instead of 30 or 30.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So it was a freezer,
Got
and
it.
it was 125 instead of 800 like the one up there.
And it's got
And it
all the
just-
insulation as the other
Yep.
ones up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it does great, and
Yeah.
it's really energy efficient now. They didn't used to be as energy efficient. Now they are.
Hmm.
These may have always been. I don't know, but they've really gotten better on all the energy
They made
efficiency.
them. They
Yep.
made them get better.
So we have a big screen TV. We do have propane heat in this because I do have a spot for a heater in that corner, and Tim didn't really want to put one in. He was worried about wood heat, but I want a rocket stove in here. So I have to learn how to build them. I'm going to build one outside. We're going to build one in a greenhouse, a couple of them first.
It's just
before I-
pottery,
Yeah, it is.
bricks and pottery.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you do it wrong, burn your house down.
Yeah,
Other than
come on
that,
now.
no big deal.
Yeah, but you learn.
And you can overbuild them too. You can overbuild the shit out
You
of them.
can. So I saw a guy last weekend, and he's like, they put one in a treehouse, and they liked it so much they took it out and put it in their double wide trailer.
They're
Yeah.
cool. I was thinking you put 5 sticks in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I built one out of bricks.
And this is not very well insulated, as you can imagine. He's got these big windows, and they didn't put the windows in very well, so air just pours in. They didn't even use caulking, nothing around the windows.
They got your money though, didn't
They did. They built it fast and cheap. So, and I'm not really complaining because it's doing what I need it to do.
Right.
You know, so I can't complain. But, and Tim just was too tired. You know, he just couldn't do it. So come back and look in this back bedroom. So this is the queen size bedroom in here.
Yes.
So,
Like this.
of course, it's not big, but it's got my.
You can walk all the way around the bed. What are you talking about? This thing is huge.
I know. You can do both sides. Yep.
I can stand up in it. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yep. And
That's
so
perfect.
we put an AC in this window or that window, one of these two, and so this bedroom's always cool.
Always.
Yep.
Yeah. The
So-
queen shall sleep.
Yes. So that's this. Of course,
Wonderful.
propane, you know, stove right here for cooking.
Wonderful.
And
Nice screened porch.
yes,
For the cross breeze going.
To find out more about sustainable living, permaculture, organic farming, and healthy living, join us at agroshare.com and become part of our community and share your knowledge and learn from others. See you there.